What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on FS1. We are at Fox Sports 1. No, we are at Milwaukee Mile here on Fox Sports 1 for I really don't know what this race is called, but yeah, we're at Milwaukee for the first time ever here in the MG Cup Series at the Milwaukee Mile. This should be pretty interesting. This is another track that Chris Mack has some experience at. He's raced here in the past and was pretty quick here in Money's Late Model Racing Division Season 1. He also raced here in Season 2 of Late Model Division as well. So he's got a pretty good amount of experience going around this racetrack. So how fitting that he qualified on the pole here today. Green flag in the air. We're racing here from Milwaukee. Heading to turns 1 and 2 for the first time. And I did not mean to go back, but Chris Mack clears the field. Ryan Newman in second, trying to hang on to that position right now. But here comes Greg Biffle to the inside, going to try to take P2 away from him. Oh, Chris Mack way up the racetrack. Got into turn 3 a little bit too deep there, it seems. Trying to regain control of that car. He's going to try to block the 16. Couldn't quite get down there. Drives it in too deep once again. Going to have to try to get that car to rotate mid-corner and bring it back down. Oh, sideways though. The car wiggling off of turn 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. The 6 of Mark Martin to the inside. And now Chris Mack drives it in deep once again. Oh my goodness, he's going to need to get a grip here. Might need to dial it back a little bit as he's trying to fight back on the high side and prevent them from taking these spots. Greg Biffle has checked out for now, opening up a pretty good lead. Chris Mack still side by side with Mark Martin, going to try to pitch him down on corner exit. Oh, big hit up into the outside wall for that 86 car. He got loose once again coming out of turn 4. He smacked that wall. Look at the right side of his car. It's a miracle that he didn't cut a tire down from that. As he still tries to get his feet under him here. My computer is making a weird noise. I apologize for one, my computer sounds being just, I don't even know what that sound is, and 2, for my headphones moving around, the sounds of that. I had to take my headphones off my ear for a second just to hear what the heck that noise was. My goodness. But Chris Mack seems to have gotten himself under control as he rockets around Mark Martin and Ryan Newman on the high side. He's going to bring it back down into the groove through 3 and 4. He's going to get a great exit off turn 4. Using every single inch of this racetrack as well. 5 laps in, and as we look further back, Kyle Busch in the 5 for Hendrick Motorsports, trying to hold off the 41 of Casey Mears. Mears gets past him, and now here comes the 0 of Mike Bliss, trying to follow through as well. The 97 of Kurt Busch, trying to get past his younger brother as well. Kyle just dropping back here. Look at Jimmy Johnson and Dave Blaney up into the mix as well. Almost 3 wide. Ryan Newman up on the high side. And then 2 Roush Racing cars side by side as Newman drops back. Carl Edwards to the inside of Mack Kinza. Man, 4 Roush Racing cars up inside the top 5 here. Talk about domination. These guys have been on it this season. Now here they come down the front straightaway once again. Oh, Chris Mack drove it in way deep that time. Gonna try to... Oh, he gets to the back bumper of that 16 car. Biffle not gonna budge. I believe Chris, a very aggressive driver, might try it again here. Will he do it again? this time by. He's getting closer and closer to the back bumper of that 16 car. Decided not to give it to him that time. Didn't give him that shot. Look at the right side of his car, though. It's a miracle he didn't get a tire up or cut a tire down from that impact with the outside wall. It just shows you how tough these cars are. Down the back straightaway once again. Chris Mack gonna try to drive it in deep up high. Couldn't quite get it to work. He's gonna fall back in line behind the 16. Biffle couldn't get a good exit though. Mack on the high side couldn't keep his momentum up. He's gonna fall back in line behind the number 16 and drives into his back bumper once again. He is beating that bumper off. And he's gonna drive into him again. Moves him up the racetrack. Chris Mack to the inside. Couldn't quite get there. Greg Biffle holds him off once again here. He's still gonna try. Oh, another shot to the back bumper of that 16. Man, he is wearing out his bumper. Finally gets to the inside of Greg Biffle. Side by side, a door bang there. They touched. Chris Mack got a little loose after that contact, but was able to save it. And Biffle was able to edge out the 86 at the line there. This time by Chris Mack trying to clear. Biffle stays with him on the high side. Chris Mack with a handful inside of that race car right now. He's gonna drive it in deep and he's gonna clear Greg Biffle. And Mark Martin, watching his teammate get roughed up, probably didn't appreciate that. These Roush boys might get up there and have something to say about that. Both the Penske racing cars inside the top 10 as well. Rusty Wallace looking to make a move to the inside of his teammate Ryan Newman. Look at the 42 of Jamie McMurray. Trying to chase down the 20 of Tony Stewart. Is Sterling Marlin in this field? Hold on. No, he is not. Wow, I can't believe I'm just not noticing that. I don't even think he was in the 40 car in 2005. He might have been. But we've had a pretty decently sized green flag run going so far. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this from Milwaukee. Welcome back to the Milwaukee Mile. Greg Biffle and Mark Martin have gotten back past the 86, but Chris Mack, not letting them go easily, runs right over the 6 car, moves him way up out of the groove. The bump and run comes into play here, and I believe they did their own bump and run, one of them a few laps ago, during the commercial break. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see what happened. Yeah, right here. Martin gets into the back of that 86, got him sideways and up the racetrack. And I believe a few laps beforehand, Biffle got into the back of the 86 car as well. I'm just not sure about that. Let me see. No, he didn't. Mack just drove it in deep. A little too deep. But yeah, meanwhile, back to the live feed. Chris Mack has gotten his way back out in front. And Matt Kenseth is now up into the mix. Carl Edwards is there as well. Chris Mack now trying to drive away from the rest of the field. To Greg Biffle, running second here, trying to just stay in that spot. This is a long race, and he knows Chris Mack is not good at saving his stuff. His tires might be hurting by the end of this thing here. He will have a chance to run that 86 car back down. Chris Mack just trying to stay in it. That car not handling too good right now. Tires starting to degrade. Mike Bliss to the inside of Jeff Burton. They're side by side back there. But meanwhile, Casey Mears all over the back bumper of Jeremy Mayfield. Can he try to make a move? No, he's just going to stay in line there. Looks like the field's starting to be a little bit more patient now. Here we come down the back straightaway once again. Chris Mack starting to lap people. Boris Stead goes a lap down now. Chris Mack in the 86. Just trying to stay smooth here and take it easily. Doesn't want to throw this away like he has in the past on a few occasions. Getting a little bit too aggressive and too greedy. But meanwhile, look at this behind them. Pretty big gaggle of cars. This is getting boring, so I'm gonna just go through a few laps here. I believe we've had a caution. Yeah, we did. Let's see, what's it for? Here. Oh, Michael Waltrip. Got clipped down into the grass by Joe Nemechek. And then came back up the racetrack after saving it. Got into Brian Vickers. Bang! Into the outside wall with the rear end of that car. So Chris Mack's 4.5 second lead is gone just like that. Take this opportunity to hit, maybe make a few repairs, but oh, green flag's back out. Look at it. Yeah, he's gonna start 14th, restart 14th. Have to fight his way back up through the pack, but out in front, Greg Biffle back in the lead. Mark Martin behind him. These Roush Racing teammates just kind of trying to sweep it here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Couple of lap cars restarted on the inside as well. The 4 of Mike Wallace, the 44 of Terry Labonte, and who else? The 36 of Boris Stead, all restarted in front of the field. Stead holding up the entire outside line. That's allowing Chris Mack to work his way back up. And now the 86 on the bottom, 3 wide. The 41 is going to pinch him down. They bounce off each other. They're 5 wide coming off of turn 4, bouncing off the wall, and around they go into the inside wall. They all ran out of room, and a big crash going to happen here on the front straightaway. They're stacking them up, nowhere to go. One car upside down. And that's the 10 of Scott Riggs that goes on its roof. They were 5 wide on corner exit. And I knew that was not going to end well. The yellow flag in the air, the red flag in the air, track completely blocked. Absolute chaos. And let's see what happened here. This was all caused by lap cars holding people up. Chris Mack was not going to allow the 41 of Casey Mears to block him there. Mack gets down to the bottom of the racetrack, holds his line pretty well. I mean, Casey had a little bit of room up high. Mears could have, he definitely got into him there. He didn't have to get right down on his door. The 86 overcorrects a little bit, slides up the racetrack, gets into the 41. They save it, they keep it straight, and then the 86 trying to stay in it, and the 41 trying to stay in it as well. They make contact. 41 comes back down as they were running out of room. And they both go up into the outside wall. And then they were 4 wide on exit. I don't think Dale Jarrett realized they were still 4. Or even that they were 5. And he slid up, pretty much forced Dale Jeff Burton up in the Elliott Sattler, turning Sattler and Burton head on into the inside wall down the front straightaway. Behind them, Mears bouncing off the wall, got into Mike Bliss, sent him across the nose of Jeremy Mayfield. They went in hard as well. And then, watch this. As these guys further up bounced off the inside wall with the nose of their cars and slid back up across the racetrack a little bit. Jeff Burton got hit by his teammate Kevin Harvick, and there was nowhere for all of these guys to go, and they started stacking up as the yellow flag was out by that point. You saw Riggs get rolled onto his roof, and he just slides to a stop upside down. I don't think he has any severe damage to that car that would take him out of the... Never mind. Look at the smoke pouring from that 10 machine. Yeah, he's definitely done for today. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Caution. Comes out for a wild wreck. That brought out the red flag, as we did have a car stuck on its roof. We're going to take a quick break and another look at it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here from Milwaukee. We are ready to go green once again as Greg Biffle leads us around. Biffle has led quite a lot of laps here today. So has Chris Mack. I think Biffle has led more. I don't know. They're pretty much even. But the green flag is back in the air. These Roush cars are fast, man. 1, 2, 3, 4 all day, as I've said. And look at how many damaged race cars there are now. 19 in Mayfield, with heavy damage to the front end of that car. Out here driving a modified right now, but Greg Biffle is your race leader. A couple cars trying to get by Carl Edwards trying to get by a couple of lap cars here. Where's Matt Kenseth's gonna go? He's got the 4 of Mike Wallace in front of him, and Wallace is just kind of in the way. Chris Mack, the 86, gets sideways back here. Meanwhile, up front, it's going to be a battle for the lead. Mark Martin peeks to the inside of his teammate, can't quite get there. But definitely try. Try it again, maybe. Here comes Martin once again, looking to the inside. He gets a good exit, but every time he pulls low, he loses all of that momentum. He's gonna have to wait until they get into the corner. Towards the entry of the turn. He wants to make up some ground. The 86 of Chris Mack, though, gets up behind Mike Wallace. Wallace just parks it on the racing line, and Mack is gonna just wear his back bumper out here. Chris is gonna dive it in deep, and Wallace chops his nose and turns himself, goes into the outside wall, and that is a lap car wrecking himself off of the leader. The caution comes out once again. Chris Mack was not going to be held up by Mike Wallace any further, and we do know Mike Wallace is a racist. So, anyways, Mike, of course, was going to give Mack a hard time, and Chris wasn't having any of it. So let's watch it again here. Chris dives to the inside. He's there. Wallace continues to chop down on him. I mean, he was there since about right here. Wallace kept coming down, coming down, and around he goes into the outside wall after holding up Chris Mack. Pretty much parked the bus right in front of him, heading down the back straightaway. Watch this from the onboard of that 86 driver. Heading through 1 and 2. See how much slower Wallace is. He was going regular speed with everyone else around him. When the 86 got up behind him, he just parks it. So Chris Mack has had enough of this place. He's gonna drive it in pretty deep. And I don't think that actually might not have been completely on Wallace. I mean, yeah, he's a lap car, get out of the way, but Mack, he got his nose in there, but there was almost like no hole for him to fit in at that point. And Wallace probably wasn't expecting him to dive in that deep from that far behind, but what can I say? Chris Mack not letting that 4 driver hold him up anymore. Just sent him around into the outside wall. I mean, you're probably gonna disagree with that, but hey, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Apparently, Chris Mack still didn't appreciate the way Mike Wallace held him up through the corner. And Mike Wallace, a driver who is actually currently indefinitely suspended from NASCAR after making some Facebook posts that were bad last year. And he's definitely living up to those posts by his actions through 1 and 2 there, where he just held up the 86 as hard as he possibly could. But green flag is back in the air, and Chris Mack is still, or Mike Wallace is still out on track right now. Chris Mack is right behind him once again. And where's the 86 gonna go this time? He dives down to the bottom, drives it in way deep. A little bit of contact made, but he did clear the 4 car that time. Oh, contact, and around goes Jeremy Mayfield on the back straightaway. Oh, big hit. Jamie McMurray's completely destroyed. Huge crash on the back straightaway. One up and over. Jeff Green, tumbling wildly, lands on his roof. A big crash on the back straightaway in our blind spot, and another red flag is going to be shown as we got a car stuck upside down. And another wild wreck here from Milwaukee. And let's take another look at it. McMurray nowhere to go, and the track gets completely blocked. Driver sliding, spinning all over the place. Boom! Casey Kane and Casey Mears collide. Mears went right into the door of the 43 and tumbled him over. Multiple cars are just absolutely destroyed once again. And our second big one at the night. You think this is Talladega, but no, this is just Milwaukee. And let's see, 4 wide, or 3 wide through the corner. I don't think Chris Mack realized they were still 3. That's 100% on him there. A bold move, risky move, as he was trying to avoid the 4, possibly thinking the 4 was going to try to pay him back for what happened there last caution. And just trying to avoid Mike Wallace, drives it in pretty deep. 3 wide, and I don't think he realized Rusty was still up there, so they ran out of room. Wallace and Mayfield go up into the outside wall. They collect Mike Wallace. So both of the Wallace brothers in this. And then Brian Vickers runs into the 19, and then McMurray absolutely hauling has nowhere to go and nails that 25 car, clips the 97 a little bit. Here comes the 37 to Kevin LePage. All these guys absolutely nowhere to go. They're trying to get onto the brakes, but to no avail there. 37 is going to get into the inside wall. 24 sliding along with the 0 on the outside wall. It's Mike Bliss in the 0 car. Then boom! See the 43 getting plowed onto his roof. And the car rolls over. Then it's going to get into the grass and dig in here. And he's going to go for a wild nose stand and comes down hard on his roof. I've never seen anything like that. Wow. Man, that was a violent crash on the back straightaway, bringing out the second red flag of the night. Let's go on board with Jeff Gordon here. Oh man. Jarrett's off board. Let's go on board with Jamie McMurray in the 42. Jeff Green does not have the best luck when it comes to cars getting upside down, because he's been in 3 upside down race cars in these past couple of seasons. Last season, towards the end of the season at Rockingham, second and final race of the season, he went upside down and flipped wildly down the backstretch. This season, in the season opener at the Daytona 500, he got upside down in 1 and 2. And now here on his roof once again after another big crash. This was a lot of harder hits and a lot more violent wreck than the first big one. Another car upside down here from Milwaukee. Yellow flag is now back out. We're going to get this thing back underway shortly. Green flag back in the air. Greg Biffle, your race leader, with Mark Martin in the 6 car right behind him. Look at all the lap traffic we're going to have to deal with here. 86 to Chris Mack, dives down to the inside, gets into the back of Kenseth, got himself loose there. Now he's going to clear that 17 car. Chris Mack, oh boy, this all over again. The floor of Mike Wallace. Where's going to go? Mike Wallace. Oh, he got the checkup for Terry Labonte, but he's not going to be able to cause issues for that 86 driver again. All 4 Roush Racing cars are up inside the top 10 right now. Or all 5, I should say, are inside the top 10. Chris Mack starting to get mixed reactions from the fans as some of his actions on track have been pretty questionable, but he's a young driver. A lot of fans understand that he will make mistakes, as he's only 20 years old this year. Made his debut in the Milwaukee Cup Series at 18 years old. Excuse the sound of my bones popping, by the way. I'm over here just cracking my knuckles. But yeah, this kid, young driver, just trying to learn here as he goes on. Needs to learn to cool it down a little bit. Doesn't need to make such aggressive moves all the time. And I'd say he has learned quite a bit, as I have seen a little bit more patience from him. It's not a lot more, but still just a little bit more patient here in the MG Cup Series. Hasn't been caught up in quite as many wrecks as he was in the first couple of seasons. 2003, it seemed like nothing was going his way. Last season, they had a few good runs. Martin trying to hold off that 86 car. Chris Mack made a few attempts to try to get past him cleanly, but it is not working. He's going to have to use the bumper. He's starting to lose patience here. As I mentioned, he's a young driver. Doesn't have much patience. We're surprised to see him use some patience. Have some patience here, but he is losing it right about now. He's trying to get past that number 6 machine of Martin, and Martin just trying to hang on. You gotta love Chris Mack. His personality off the track. He's never really gets too mad at anybody, or stays mad at anybody. He's always just a nice person. Never has anything rude to say, unless he's joking, obviously. But even then, he's not the type of person that'll try to hurt your feelings. He's one of the nicest people in the garage. A lot of his fellow drivers like that about him. Fans like that about him. You just kind of don't like his driving style, because look at him all over the back bumper, the 6 car. He's run over pretty much everybody here today, but hey, they know that rubbing is racing. They're loving this. They just don't want to see him making dumb moves that really wouldn't work. And their words, not mine. But he's not hesitant. He's pretty much willing to wreck himself or someone else making a crazy move if he can get it to work. Or because if he can get it to work, he could possibly win the race. But if it doesn't work, he just kind of looks like a bonehead. So yeah, you can kind of see why fans might dislike him, especially that incident there, 3 wide, sending it in, just trying to get past the 4 car. And caused a big wreck on the back straightaway there. Wasn't aware that they were 3 wide and slid up into Mayfield, sent him up into the 2 of Rusty Wallace. They went in the outside wall and just set off a huge chain reaction accident on the back straightaway. Took out a lot of good cars, but man, you know, that's racing sometimes. He's gonna learn from that. And now, riding behind this 6. He's being a little bit more patient now. Gonna try to pass him cleanly once again. Can he do it? Gonna look low. He's there to the inside of Martin. Martin pinching him down. He's trying to keep it clean here as we head through 3 and 4. Mark Martin's going to get the runoff up high, side by side to the line. Oh my goodness, that was dead even at the stripe. I couldn't tell who led that lap. Mark Martin by a nose. It was way too close to call, but Chris Mack gets by him cleanly there. Who's going to lead the funny lap here? Chris Mack and the 86 trying to hose on. Going to come off of turn 4 and lead the funny lap. So now, that 86 driver has just, sliding a little bit there. He has just 11 laps to go. 10 and a half now. Well, yeah, 11 laps to go when he crosses the line. Yeah, 11 and a half, I should have said. Oh, gets up into the outside wall there again. Calm down, Chris. Don't throw it away. Don't want to give yourself a tire rub. Put yourself and your whole team in a bad situation here. He's going for his 3rd win of the season. Could have got that win last week at Portland, but spun himself out trying to get past Rusty Wallace as Wallace found his way back into victory lane. 10 laps to go for the 86 Papyrus Racing team. Looking for their 3rd win of the season. And Chris Mack looking for his 4th career win. Ever since joining Papyrus and joining the MG Cup Series here in the inaugural season, after Fred Jones was taken out in the 2002 test race at Texas, before the series was actually a thing. And that race wasn't exactly, it wasn't broadcasted on the channel, but the footage of the wreck was uploaded. And you can see Fred's car got turned sideways and that big wreck went upside down, hit the wall with the roof. Luckily he did survive, but that was the end of his racing career. But Chris Mack stepped in, tore up a lot of race cars as he tried to learn, but now looks like it's all coming together for him. And he's finally starting to mature a little bit as a driver. Still very young, as I mentioned before, only 20 years old. Very young talent. Oh, sideways there. Still a kid out here. He's got a lot to learn, but he's learned so much already. Sky's the limit for this guy. And he's just trying to make it around now to the end. He's got 7 laps to go. Or 6 laps to go, excuse me. Catching some lap traffic. It's the 19 to Jeremy Mayfield. Mayfield might be a little bit upset with that 86 driver after what happened earlier, but MG Cup officials letting Mayfield know that there will be repercussions if he gets into him. Mayfield lets him by without any drama or issue there. So now just 4 laps to go. And the 86 behind a few more lap cars. We're out of turn 2, down the back straightaway now. It's going to be a little bit patient here. with Tony Raines. Knows he's got a pretty big lead. Decides to give him the bumper and move him up out of the cruise on exit there so he can get past. 3 to go for Chris Mack. Two laps to go for the Papyrus Racing driver, Chris Mack. Had some of the roughest first couple of seasons ever. The amount of DNFs may be more than the amount of laps he's led at this point, but he's looking to change that this season. Now he comes to the white flag, looking for his 3rd win this year. Unfortunately, I don't think he will be in championship contention because of all the amount of DNFs and bad finishes he's had so far this season. But definitely a big improvement compared to past couple of seasons. And off of turn 4, Chris Mack will see his 3rd win this season, 4th career victory. He sees the checker flag yet again, and man, you know this has to feel good for him, getting yet another win here in the series. Proving all the haters from, I mean, he may make some bad decisions on the track. Everyone does from time to time, especially when they're young. But man, this was one of his best. Those last couple of laps there were some of his best laps ever. He showed that he can wheel a race car, and he gets the job done here on the Milwaukee Mile. Now he's gonna burn it down here on the front straightaway after getting the job done. How about that for Chris Mack? That's a pretty good burnout for the rookie, or not rookie, for the young man. Had some pretty bad luck. He's got a couple of or has a what's it called? Stock Car Pro Series win, won at Lanier earlier this year, and has a couple of Money's Late Model Racing Division wins as well. So just adding and adding onto his resume. He's got his 3rd win this season, 4th MG Cup Series win, and that's gonna do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time, and until then, peace.